can see your video. Okay.
Okay, sir.
No, the students cannot see. Even if they just want to see Farhan, Farhan cannot see Tejas, Tejas cannot see Farhan. Okay. So that is. There's you, Safia. Please turn on the camera. Chemical change and physical change. Okay. Chemical change is a change in which a new substance is going to form. Okay. Like for example, like you take, means we can say that a change in which a new substance is formed having entirely different chemical properties from its constituents. Entirely different chemical properties from its constituent. That is called chemical change. Okay. So we can simply say that the change in which a new substance, no one is going to write it till I ask you to write it. Okay. You have to memorize
Okay,
it
sir.
first and then you have to write
Okay,
it in
sir.
a notebook. Okay. The change in which a new substance is formed having entirely different chemical properties, having entirely different chemical properties from its constituent. So let me explain you what is actually the chemical change in. Okay, like for example, you've been familiar with the hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas is a fuel
Yes,
that
sir.
burns. Okay, everyone know, Farhan and Sarah, you know that hydrogen gas is used in the rockets
Yes.
to fuel, and now hydrogen car is also coming in the area. So hydrogen is a fuel which can burn easily, which is a very like we can combustible gas. Okay, highly combustible gas we can say. So hydrogen when react with oxygen, okay, oxygen gas. Now this is hydrogen gas, which is a gas, and this is oxygen, which is a gas. So you know that hydrogen is a fuel. Okay, hydrogen is a fuel which is combustible, which can burn. So it act as a fuel. It act as a fuel. Okay, and oxygen help in combustion. Help in
Combustion.
combustion. And without oxygen, you cannot burn anything. Okay, and when they combine together, they form what? They form what?
It's,
Tell me.
it's,
What they form? They
Energy.
they form water. That's why hydrogen cars, that is we can say that the hydrogen cars, that the or we those car or those vehicles that runs on hydrogen, they are not creating any pollution because the hydrogen when react with oxygen only forms water, which is not a poisonous gas. Okay, it is a vapor, means it is simple water. Okay, so this is water and that is liquid in state. Okay,
Okay, sir.
got it. You can balance it
Yes.
like this way, we can, because balancing is not there, only the, so we can write it in word equations also, that hydrogen gas when combust it form water. Okay, now in order to understand it much betterly, that what is actually the chemical change and what does this statement mean, that forming a new substance having entirely different chemical properties from its constituents. So like you see that here hydrogen is a gas at room temperature, and oxygen is also gas at room temperature, and
Yes, sir.
water is liquid at room temperature. So state change is taking place, let it be. There are so many cases where if the state change, there is also a physical change. Okay, like for example, if the vapor condense and it get converted into the liquid state, so it does not mean it is a chemical change. So state change is not a phenomena that indicate you that means state change is not the criteria to decide whether something is physical change or chemical change. But what is that criteria that is deciding is that a new substance formed is showing the property of the previous constituent from which it is made up of, यानी जिससे रिएक्शन हुई है हाइड्रोजन और ऑक्सीजन से, और जो नया सब्सटेंस बना है वो नया सब्सटेंस क्या पहले वालों की प्रॉपर्टी को रिजेंबल करता है, यानी सेम प्रॉपर्टी को शो करता है जिससे वो मिलकर के बना है। तो आप मुझे बताइए, क्या आप पानी को, अगर आपके पास एक पानी है, उसको आपने गाड़ी के अंदर डाला, क्योंकि पेट्रोल भी कंबस्टेबल है, ठीक है, और पेट्रोल में तो खैर वो नहीं है, लेकिन अगर वाटर तो हाईली कंबस्टेबल, हाइड्रोजन और ऑक्सीजन का एकदम तकड़ा हुआ है, यानी अगर आपने हाइड्रोजन भी है और ऑक्सीजन भी इतना खतरनाक होना चाहिए कि अगर आपने हल्का सा लिट कर दिया ना, तो इट शुड मतलब ओशन के ओशन जल जाने चाहिए थे, इतना खतरनाक कॉम्बिनेशन होना चाहिए ना, एक हाइड्रोजन और ऑक्सीजन दोनों मिल गई तो
Yes,
क्या।
sir.
लेकिन कभी एक्चुअल में ऐसा होता है कि वाटर में, वाटर तो उल्टा ऐसा करता है कि अगर हम लोग, हमने वाटर को चलती हुई आग पर डाला, इफ यू हैव put the water over the burning fire, then what would happen, it will extinguish the fire na.
Yes, sir.
Eh? So if it is going to extinguish fire, what does it mean? Farhan, tell me. Sarah, you are writing and I told you to not to write.
I'm not writing, sir.
Okay, it seems to me that like you are writing because okay, so what I'm saying, very good, proud of you, beta. So what I'm saying here is that here in the water, the hydrogen and oxygens are not showing their property. They are not showing their property. Hydrogens pulse and oxygen help in combustion, but water as a combination of hydrogen and oxygen, they are not showing their property. Water never burns, nor it help in burn, not it help in burning. So we can simply say here that this a new substance is formed in which the constituents are not showing their property. So that's why it is a chemical change. That's why it is a
This is a chemical.
chemical change. Okay. And when a chemical change take place, then its constituent cannot be separated or cannot be reversed by simple physical method. They cannot be reversed by simple physical method. Like for example, if you wish that hydrogen and oxygen can be separated by simple evaporation, by simple condensation, by heating, by filtration. If you want to separate them, you cannot separate the hydrogen and oxygen. You have to do the chemical reactions again. You have to pass electricity to it, and then they will be get separated.
Yes.
So if you wants that hydrogen and oxygen from water can be separated by simple physical method, so it cannot be separated. Like evaporation is a physical method, sublimation is a physical method, condensation is a physical method. Okay, like boiling. Okay, like filtration, decantation. Okay, these all methods that you usually use as centrifugation, crystallization. You cannot separate the water into its constituent like hydrogen and oxygens back by using simple physical methods. Okay, so chemical change, a new substance is formed and the new substance should show its own property. Now water has its own boiling point, water has its own surface tension, water has its own property. Okay, water is going to have its own something. Like for example, uh like in Bangladesh, you see that in Bangladesh the government changes, the new government comes. Now whatever the policies that were earlier, the new prime minister said, go it, I don't want it. I am going to implement my own policies, everything new. So this is the same thing happening here. What? Hydrogen, oxygen combined together, they form water. But water is saying, no, I will not going to show your property. I will have my own. Now it's my rule. I will have my own boiling point. I will have my own on freezing point. I will have my own melting point. Everything are my own. You don't have to. You combine together, it's okay. Your name is hydrogen. Your oxygen name is oxygen. It's okay. But I will be. And moreover, when a chemical change is going to take place, it does not mean that you have H2 and O2, they combine together and they can combine by their own will. Like H2O2 want to combine and they can form water like this way. No, America cannot say that I have a good quality of water. I have H2O2. It is extra oxygen here. That will glow your skin and something like cosmetic. This is like you see na water company, mineral added water, extra
Yes,
water,
sir.
and ye water, wo water,
Aquafina.
black water, and this water. This is 100 500 rupees 1 liter water. But water is water. H2O simple. Whether you take water from ocean, whether you take water from sea water, if you whether you take water from the pit, from anywhere, if you take water, if you filter it, if you refine it, you will going to have H2O only formula. Whether water is found on the earth, whether water is found on the Mars, it is going to have a chemical compound, always going to have a fixed formula, and that is fixed for water, that is H2O. Okay, it is
Yes,
not
sir.
the will. If we have H2O2, then it is not showing the property of water. It will be hydrogen peroxide and it is different. You cannot drink it. Like for example, if you are going to make tea, and you add a cup of sugar, sorry, a cup of sugar, a cup of milk, and then you add a 1 tablespoon of sugar. and then you add some tea leaves and you start making tea. And just imagine that if you add, instead of 1 tablespoon of sugar, if you add half or two other, will it be still tea, na?
Yes,
Will
sir.
it become biryani? No.
No, sir.
Will it become something else like
No,
pizza?
sir. No, sir.
You went to the market, you went to the kitchen. Your mother told you, yes, Sarah went to kitchen. And okay, mother told me, I'm going to. No, Sarah said, I'm going to make tea for me. And accidentally, Sarah, instead of putting 1 tablespoon of sugar, Sarah had 2 tablespoon of sugar. Now it become pizza. Sarah happy. Wow, I made pizza. So it is not so, na. It is still in a physical change. If you add 1 tablespoon or 2 tablespoon, it will be more sweet or less sweet. But it still,
Yes, sir.
it will be a tea. It will not become something else. But in case of this one, chemical change, if you add extra amount of something, and if we extensively add it, then it means that a new substance is formed. Now it will not be showing the property of water. If you drink H2O2, it will be very poisonous and it will kills you. It is entirely different substance. Okay. Got it? So in a
Yes, sir.
chemical change, the constituents do not show their property. They are going to have entirely different property. The new substance is going to have its own property. It cannot be separated by simple physical method. The constituent can be separated by chemical method. Okay, they are chemically bonded and they have fixed formula. Okay, fixed formula.
Okay.
But in physical change, if I'm talking about the physical change, if I'm talking about the physical change, what happens here is that in the physical change, like for example, you take a glass of water, okay, and you add some sugar to it. Now, Sarah, you take a sip of it. Will it how it tastes? This is water, and you add some sugar to it. How it tastes?
Sweet.
Sweet. Okay. And yes, you Tejas. Then I add
Yes, sir.
then I add some salt to it. Now, how it tastes?
Sir, could
Ifra, please turn on your camera.
sour?
Ifra, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Please turn on your camera.
Yes, sir.
Everyone is requested to turn on my camera. And in other classes, like you do the math, physics, and like biology, you do other classes. The teacher didn't ask you to turn on your camera.
Yeah, they do.
They do. Everyone turn on the camera, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what I'm saying here is that is the physical change, and in the physical change, if you add salt and then you add sugar to it, yes, Tejas, then how it will
Sir, it will
it will,
taste sour.
taste?
Sour, sour.
No, it will be both showing you the taste of sugar, salty. It's a little bit salty, little bit salty, and sweet, both. Okay, and then you added, yes, Safia, you need to tell me. Then I added lemon to it. How will it taste?
Sir, lemonade.
How will it taste?
Sir, it will be sour.
Sour as well as sugar and as well as
It will
salty,
be
na?
like lemonade.
All the three. Okay, you take a sip of it. Now give me the 10 rupees. Because you have taste my lemonade. Okay, so here in the lemonade they are showing their own properties. Means you are adding salt to it, the sugar to it, the lemon to it. They all are showing their properties. Not a single constituent that you are adding into it. All of them. Did you think that you are adding sugar, salt and lemon, after adding these three constituent to the water, it will start you smelling petrol?
Sir,
No, no, it will be still, you can drink that, it is still water. Or you take a glass of water, you add salt, sugar, and lemon to it. It will start that you added in after adding these three constituents. Will it show that you have added all these three ingredients in the milk? No,
no,
you
sir.
can identify that it is in water. Simple and very simple is that in the physical change, the no new substance is formed, and the constituent after they are added, they show their properties. They show their properties, and moreover, they don't have any fixed formula like you have in the lemonade, in the sugar solution. We can say that sugar solution is 20% concentrated, 30% concentrated, 10% concentrated. It means that it is having 10 ml of 10 grams of sugar in 100 gram of solution, 10% concentrated. So we can have this like this way, but it does not have any formula. Like the water has a formula, like carbon dioxide has formula CO2, like ammonia has formula NH3. The lemonade, the sugar solution, the salt solution, okay, all the physical like sand and water, sand and iron nail, they are all physical change. They don't have any fixed formula. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so dilution is opposite of concentration, right?
What do you say?
Dilution is the opposite of concentration, right?
No, that is, it is opposite to the concentrated. Dilute is opposite to the concentrated.
Yes.
Dilution is means adding more water to a solution. Okay. So what I'm saying here is that when we are talking about the physical change means that that no new substance is formed, the constant still shows their property, and moreover, the constant can be separated by simple physical method, either by filtration, evaporation, boiling. You can separate them. Okay.
Okay.
Constant can be separated by simple physical method. So if I wrote a definition for the physical change, are you not listening to me? What I'm saying here to you to turn on your camera?
Sir, I'm actually having some internet issues. So I'm not able to turn on my camera, and if I turn on my camera, then your voice is lacking.
Okay, let's try once.
Yes, sir.
So what I'm saying here is that physical change. Okay. So if I'm talking about the physical change, note the change in which new substance, no new substance, sorry, no new substance Where do you live, Ifra? Do you live uh in something means like in Dubai or something else? Where do you live?
No, sir. Yeah.
In Riyadh, you are having internet issue.
Yes, sir, I thought the same thing.
In Riyadh is internet issue. There is an internet issue
No,
in
sir,
Riyadh.
no internet issue.
You are living in the capital city of Saudi Arabia.
Sir, sometimes,
Sir, I
Okay,
don't have any
now I can
sir,
problem.
sometimes
recognize. I
it's
can.
like,
Okay, I can recognize. Ifra, you can turn off your camera, beta.
thank you.
No, she is really facing. I think that might be issue because of some means building around. That might be reason. Or she might be using mobile phone internet, not Wi-Fi. The change in which no new substance, is found having. But beta, you have to maintain your notes. Why I need to turn on camera? Because when the teacher and the students are going to have their eye-to-eye contact, that's expressions. Teaching expression is very important. That what I'm teaching you, it's also depends on the expression of the students. They are listening properly, and the teacher what he want to convey means it is both sides. The conversation should be from both sides. And the face expressions are important. Like you do in the school, the teacher is in front of you and you are in front of the teacher. So that's the same thing should be there. A change in which no new substance is formed, having no new substance is formed, and the constituent no new substance is formed. No one is going to write, but unless I ask you, the change in which no new substance is formed, and the constituent is still shows a property. Still shows their property after the change. After the change, we called it the physical change. Okay, that is a such change are called physical change. Physical change. So please memorize this definition both for the solid, for the chemical change and the please memorize the definition, then you start writing.
So 1 second.
Just sometimes you went to the where you are right now. I think you are in Malaysia.
No, sir, Riyadh.
This building is of Malaysia or Riyadh?
No, sir, Riyadh.
This is in Riyadh.
That is Kingdom Town.
Kingdom Town.
Yes, tower.
Kingdom Tower.
Yes.
Okay. And sometime you came to you become Learnivio. Sometime you become something.
Yes.
Sometime you have Ronaldo. Why you used to do like that?
Sir, I don't.
And Farhan, what are you doing like this? Sit properly. Show me your copy. Show me your copy. Are you having copy, table and chair? Are you sitting on table and chair or not? Show me, show me.
I'm sitting on
Or
bed.
why are you sitting on bed? Why are you not taking the class on the table and chair? Go and take it. Go. Sit on the table and chair and have proper notes. The face is not visible to me clearly. You are just here for the 1 hour and I want you 100%, not like you are tired, fed up, and you should be energized. Okay. I can teach more than 8 hours for a single day.
Sir, how
Standing
much?
8 hours. I used to teach.
Sir,
Okay.
you before
I
did maths also, right?
No, that was just a slide of stuff. That's why.
No, sir, I have seen some videos.
Yeah, that can be, you can say. You try to search me on internet, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, you Sarah, you know you memorized?
Not really, sir.
Try to memorize it fast. Yes, you Safia, you memorized?
No, sir.
Try to memorize it fast. And you Astad?
Yes, sir. Almost done. I'm memorizing.
Okay, memorize it fast. Farhan, have you memorized, beta?
Yes, sir, I memorized, sir.
Okay,
Then you can ask me.
okay, speak.
Sir, a change in which new substance is formed having different chemical properties from its constituent.
Okay. And another things, in a chemical change, the new
Sir,
substance
in a
have fixed formula
yes, sir, have fixed
Fixed.
formula
and cannot be separated into its constituent
by physical change.
by physical methods. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Like
When
evaporation, boiling.
H2O, yes, sir.
Okay. Sarah, you memorized?
No,
Still
sir.
taking? Okay. Yes, you Farhan, you memorized?
Yes, sir.
Sir, can I write now?
Speak. Yeah, you can write.
Okay.
Speak fast.
Yes, sir. The change in which the new substance uh, is formed having entirely different chemical properties from its constituent is called chemical change. It has
Another?
a
Yeah.
it is formula and cannot be separated by physical changes.
By physical method like evaporation, boiling, and something. Okay. Yes, you Astad?
Yes, sir. So
Yes.
yes, sir. The chemical.
Yeah, speak. I'm listening.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The
The
change in
chemical
which?
change.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. The change in which a new substance is formed having entirely different chemical properties from its constituent chemical the new substance formed has its fixed formula and the and the substance formed with chemical change cannot be separated by physical methods.
You have to use the word constituent, and the constituent of constituent of chemical of the new substance form cannot be separated by simple physical method. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, you, Irshad.
So, sir, can I read?
Yeah, you have to write.
The change in which a new substance is formed, having entirely different chemical properties from its constituent.
Okay. Entirely different chemical properties from its
Constituent.
constituents.
Const-
Okay. Yes, you, Sarah. You memorize now?
So should I write?
Yeah, you write it. Okay.
sir.
The change in which, speak Sarah with me. The change in which, speak Sarah,
change in
in
which
which new substance is formed,
new substance is formed,
having
having
entirely means totally, entirely or totally. You can use word any totally or entirely. Having totally different chemical properties
having totally different chemical properties
from its constituent. Constituent means from which it is made up of. Okay, from its constituent.
from its
It's called
constituent.
chemical change. Okay, and the substance that is formed have fixed formula, and its constituent cannot be separated by simple physical methods. Got it? Yes,
sir.
you. Yes, you. Uh, Ifra, you memorize.
Yes, sir.
Speak.
The change in which new substance is formed having entirely different properties is called chemical change.
Okay. Next. Next. The constant so formed has fixed formula.
The constant
Sorry,
formed,
sorry, the substance that formed has fixed formula.
the substance that formed has fixed formula of H2O.
No, not H2O. Any there can be many compound. Na? You cannot use specific formula. So the substance that's new formed is have fixed formula and it cannot be separated. And its constant cannot be separated by simple physical methods. Okay. So everyone start writing, please.
Okay, sir.
So please try to write it. If anyone getting stuck, you can take the help of this one. But please, it's my request to write it without seeing this one. Okay.
Okay. Sir, they have fixed formula, right?
They have.
Fixed formula and their elements don't show their properties.
Yeah, they have fixed formula and the elements cannot be separated. The element we cannot use, we will use constituent. Cannot be separated by physical method.
Sir, can you scroll for physical change?
Yes, yes, why not?
Okay, sir.
Done, everyone?
Sir, done.
And it is opposite for the physical chain. In physical chain, no new substance is formed, and the constituent still shows their property, and they don't have fixed formula, and its constituent can be separated by physical methods. Okay. So everyone noted or still writing someone?
Sir, I have noted.
Yes, you Farhan and Safia and you Ifra. Have you
Done,
noted?
sir.
Yes, sir, written.
Yes, sir.
Sir, done.
Okay. Just start adding the physical change.
So we have to memorize it.
Yeah, you have. This is simple. That is opposite. You can memorize it or you can write it in your own words. You have to write something
Okay, sir.
change. Only a little change is there, na?
Okay, sir.
A change in which no new. It was it in the previous one. It was new substances formed. Here we have to use no new substances formed.
Okay, sir.
So their constituent can be separated from physical method, right?
Yes, their constant can be separated by physical method like evaporation and boiling.
Sir, should we draw this?
Yes, you have to draw this fast.
Yes, sir, done.
Okay, done
So
everyone?
just, sir, I'm drawing the figure. Yes, sir. Done.
So we Sir, done.
Done? Okay. Now tell me, here I'm going to share it with you. Tell me what should be the answer for the question number 2.
So this is from NCERT example, right?
Yeah, this is from exam.
So this answer is C.
I'm a big fan of NCERT example. That's why.
Sir, answer is C.
C.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Sarah, check whether the answer is C is correct or not.
Sir, I think it's C.
How many of you are saying that C is correct option?
Sir,
Ifra, is it C? Ifra,
Yes, sir, I'll check. Yes, sir.
Safia?
Yes, sir, it's C.
Yes, you, Farhan?
Sir, C, sir.
And you, Rishad?
So I think it's B. B.
B. And you, Sarah?
C, sir.
Yes, it is C. Why? Because corrosion, rusting of iron particle, when something is corroded, actually, the atmospheric gases when corrosion take place, whether it is the corrosion of iron or corrosion of silver or corrosion of anything, it is due to the reaction between the atmospheric gases and the surface of the metal. Metals are generally reactive metals like gold, except the gold, platinum, and silver. Otherwise, even though silver also get blackened when it is exposed to atmospheric gases for some time. So it is very simple that they actually react and form a layer when it get reacted with the atmospheric gases like sulfur dioxide, like carbon dioxide, like water. So they forms a rough surface over it, like the iron in iron. When iron comes into contact with the moist air carrying oxygen as well as high water, so it form an compound that is called Fe2O3. That you will going to learn it much better detail in the 10th standard. Corrosion. So corrosion is a chemical change. Okay, understood? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, now 6.
Therefore, this also C.
Hmm?
C.
It is C.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you, Sarah, what could be the answer?
C.
C. Because the following are physical change. Yes, Safia, what is the answer?
Sir, sir, I
Physical
think,
change.
sir, I
Hmm?
think it's C. C.
Yes, you Safia and Ifra.
Sir, I think it's B.
I think it's B. Now you are changing your option. Yes, you
Sir,
Farhan.
next question.
What
Sir,
could
C,
be?
sir.
See, actually, melting of iron, melting of anything, it's just simple. It changing its state from solid state to the liquid state. So if you are changing its physical state, if you it does it means if you melt the iron, it get converted into gold? No, it is still
No,
iron.
sir.
So if it is not changing its property, it means it is the previous one. So it is a physical change. So first is a physical change. Rusting of iron, we have discussed that it is a chemical change. Bending of an iron node, if you
bending of
bend it, if
iron.
you fold it, if you cast it into some other state, shape, it does not mean changing the shape does not mean that it starts showing the different property. Like if you start bending a rod, does it become golden rod? If you bend an iron rod, no, it will be an iron rod still. Similarly, drawing a wire, sorry, into a iron. When you are drawing, when you are changing, it is also changing the shape. So first, third, and fourth. First, third, and fourth. First, third, and fourth. C is the correct option. C is the correct option. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes.
is melting of a candle physical or chemical change?
It is having both. Actually, when the candle burns, it is using the wax, and burning wax is a chemical change. Burning anything is a physical chemical change because it is producing carbon dioxide, and carbon dioxide is actually having some formula CO2.
Yes, sir.
The new substance is formed. But melting of wax, some of the wax that is not being burned, but it is being melted, and you can recast it again. You can use it again. So that melting of solid wax and converting into the liquid state, but not burning. That wax is not burned. The wax
It's
that
not
burn
going.
is a chemical change, but the wax that get melted from solid to liquid because of heat, but it is not burned, it is a physical change. So burning of a candle has both physical as well as chemical change. Okay,
Yes, sir.
understood you, Safia?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next. Okay, we have discussed about the chemical compounds. Like we have discussed this one about the compounds, and compounds are the substance that are formed by chemical change. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so here and they have the fixed formula. So here, if A substance react with B substance, okay, then they are forming A to B. A to B means like H2O, okay, like H2S, sulfur dioxide. So they are having fixed formula. Okay. So which of the following is the correct statement for this? For
Sir,
this,
for this, it's the C1.
hmm?
C1.
C1, C,
Yes.
C option.
Yes, sir. C option.
Okay. Try to read which of the following statement is correct. The product A to B show the properties of both A and B.
Yes, sir.
Sir, A.
Yes, you are still,
A.
is A option is correct or incorrect?
A.
Sir, it's correct.
A to B show the property of both A and B. It is correct.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you, Ifra, is it correct or incorrect? The first option.
It's incorrect.
Yes, it is. Is it correct? Yes, you, Sarah, is it correct or incorrect?
Sir, it's incorrect.
It is. Sarah, just keep the pressure on your brain. Just try to understand the question.
The first one?
Here's the first part. First one. Is it correct or incorrect? The
Correct.
product A to B show the properties of both A and B.
Correct.
Yes, you, Farhan?
Sir, correct, sir.
Yes, you, Irshad?
Sir, correct.
And you, Tejas?
Sir, C1 is correct.
I'm asking the first one. First option is correct or
Yes, sir,
incorrect?
it's correct.
The product A to B show the properties of both A and B. No. I've told you in a chemical change, no new substance, a new substance is formed that it does not show, like in the water. Does the water shows the property of, like if I'm having H2 plus O2 will gives you H2O. Does in water hydrogen and oxygen shows its property? No. So it is incorrect. Okay. It will not show. Here it is saying show the property both A and B. No, it will not show. Because it
Sir,
is having
which of
formula. First of all, it is having formula. Formula means chemical compound. In chemical substance, it does not show the property of both the constituent. Understood?
yes, sir.
Next,
Yes,
the
sir.
product will always have fixed composition.
No, sir.
Yes, you, Sarah. The product will always have fixed composition.
No, sir.
Product will always have fixed composition. In a chemical compound, it always have fixed composition. Like composition, what does the word composition means? Fixed formula. Like H2O when react with H2 when react with O2, does it form H2O2? No, it form H2O. It is
Yes,
a
sir.
fixed formula. Fixed composition means they have fixed formula. Okay, the second one is also they will always have fixed composition. This is correct. Second part is correct. First part is incorrect. The product so formed cannot be classified as compound. Yes, we can classify it as a compound because it is reacting. It is having a formula. It is a compound. Compounds have fixed
So
formula,
it
na?
is incorrect. Yes, sir,
So
it's
third
incorrect.
one, it is saying that the products of form cannot be classified as compound, but it is classified
Yes,
as
sir.
compound. So first and third are incorrect. And the next one is the products of form is an element. No, element means single type of atoms, but it is having two different kinds of atom like A and B. So it means it is also incorrect. So first, then third, first, third, and fourth. And Astit, your two answers are incorrect, and you are saying C1 is correct. So how you? Sorry, you Tejas. So are you treating
sir.
it? Are you taking the help from somewhere else?
No, sir.
So how will you be able to answer?
Sir, I forgot to read that statement.
No,
Incorrect.
no, 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 no. You are taking the help. You didn't understand. You didn't get this one incorrect because it is asking for the incorrect one. Na? You said that it is asking for the correct one. That's why you are saying first is correct, second is incorrect. अभी तुम्हारी जितनी उम्र है ना उतनी मैंने ना ऐसे ही वेस्ट कर दी होगी अभी. Don't try to make me fool, okay? I'm your teacher. Sarah, you understood?
Yes, sir.
A very important question. Everybody, please note it down in your copy notebook fast.
Sir, what is chloroform?
You hear this? There, this thing trigger to your brain.
What's it?
How this chloroform trigger to your brain? We are not. There's nothing chloroform. How this trigger? Just tell me honestly. I'm going to tell you.
Sir, my sir told that find the find the meaning what is chloroform. So that's
No. Chloroform is a simple a compound that is CHFCl means CHCl3. Okay,
pH.
CHCl3. It is
Okay,
a
sir.
compound. We can say it trichloromethane. In trichloromethane is actually chloroform, which is used for making someone unconscious. Someone inhale it for 1 or 2 minutes, so he become unconscious because of chloroform for some time, and it is used for kidnapping. And that you have heard from internet or something.
Mm,
Your sir told me to find out the meaning. Meaning? Is it a sentence to find out the meaning?
sir.
Yes, you Irshad, you done? Noted this
No,
answer?
sir.
This
No, sir.
noted this question, noted fast. Tara, you understood?
Sir, what is chlorine gas used for?
Chlorine gas is a strong oxidizing agent. It is used for making bleaching powder, for making hydrochloric acid, and many other stuffs.
Sir, where we obtained it from?
Where we obtain it from? There are so many ways from which we can obtain the chlorine gas.
Sir, it's
Like in chloralkali process, we can obtain the chlorine gas that you're going to study in the higher classes.
okay. Sir, I also have one doubt that chlorine is made in lab or it is found naturally.
Chlorine is not found in the lab. We made it. Yeah, we can have this one gas, chlorine gas in a container, like the oxygen gas, but we actually prepare it by passing electricity to the concentrated solution of sodium chloride and water.
Okay,
And this is not a simple process. So don't try it at home.
okay, sir.
I want to make chlorine today, father, dear Baba, and you want to blow up the whole kitchen. So that is not so. Okay, Sarah, you understood? Sarah, you noted? Where have you been from since long, long, long? You went to India?
Sir, I'm in India now.
Western India. Oh, it's
No,
9:30.
I went back to UAE, but I came back to India.
Okay. Right now you are in India or in UAE?
India, but I'll go back to UAE in a few weeks.
Okay, that's why. That's the problem. In India, which state you belong?
I'm from Tamil Nadu, but I'm in Karnataka now.
Karnataka. Yeah, I have never been visited to that part, Karnataka. I'm having my wish that I should visit Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Odisha. That parts, that part, and
Sir,
Indian
Odisha
Railways.
is in east.
Yeah, Odisha. Odisha. There are so many students that I have taught them. They used to call me, sir, please, you came to our house. And in most of the part of this India, I have my students. That's the benefit of becoming a teacher.
So you're
And
from
that
Delhi
when
too.
I become older, there are so many students who might be engineer, doctors that are going to give me a free lunch. So if you're going to become a doctor, will you give me that free consultation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here, if I'm having question number 9, so what should be the correct answer that the two compound X and Y combine together to form a product P? Okay, which
Sir,
contain both X. Yes.
sir, X and Y are elements and P is a compound to make P.
Yeah, because the two different substances are combining together, na?
Yes,
and
sir.
they are forming. It is not possible that the two different elements combine together and they form a single substance. Single substance with having same, they can form a single substance, but it should be having two different kinds of particles, atoms. Actually, like for example, if you start adding hydrogen and oxygen and you combine, it form water H2O, but it does not mean H2O is a single type of atom. It is having two different kinds of atoms. Still, they are not showing their property. It's okay, but we will simply say that this is a compound. Okay, so the two chemical species X and Y combine together to form a product P that contain both X and Y. It is saying both X and Y. So when both X and Y are there, it should be a compound. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and they are chemical species
Yes,
and
sir.
they are combining together. X and Y cannot be broken into simpler form. So it is a property of an element that element cannot be broken into simpler form. Okay. Which of the following concern the species X, Y, and P are correct? So P is a compound, we know, and X and Y are not compound. Why? Because if X and Y are compound, they can be broken into simpler substance by chemical method. Like
Yes.
if I'm talking about the water, H2O, when you pass electricity to it, so it is a compound. It can be broken into H2 and O2 by, okay, by H2 and O2 by passing electricity to it. So the compounds can be broken into simpler one. But element, if you are having an iron rod, it does not mean that you break the iron rod, it is, no. I'm talking about the atoms. Atoms of iron will not be broken. You broke them, like this is the iron metal strip that is containing the iron atoms. So you can break it from here, you can break it from here, but you cannot break it from this, like this way, from in between of the two atoms. Okay, you cannot break it like that. Two atoms cannot be broken. Okay, so in chemical methods. So what is saying here is that X and Y cannot be broken by into simpler substance by simple chemical reaction. No, even X and Y. Otherwise, if it is a compound, X and Y can compound. We can break it into simpler substance. But element cannot be broken into simpler substance. We have that in when I was teaching you the definition for the element, I have written that the definition that an element is substance that consists of only one kinds of atoms and it cannot be broken into simpler substances. Okay, so elements X and Y are the element, P is a compound, and the next one P is a compound, and P has a fixed composition. Yes, when a
Yes, sir.
compound is there, it should have a fixed composition.
Mhm.
Fixed formula. Composition means fixed formula. Okay. So compound always have fixed formula. So three options are correct. Okay. So we'll suggest that first, fourth, first, third, and fourth. C is the correct option. Okay. Everyone understood? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So that's all for today. We'll meet you in the next class. Thanks for coming, everyone.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you,
Bye
sir.
bye.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
sir.
Take
Bye
care.
bye.
Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Good
Bye,
night.
sir.
Thank you,
Good
Take
sir.
night.
care.
Bye. Good evening, sir.
Bye bye.
Bye, sir. Sir, you're from Delhi?
Yeah, I'm from Delhi right now.
Okay, sir. Sir, actually, I'm from Haryana.
You are from Haryana.
Yes, sir.